The Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. This will be caught. Judy. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there. A give up the middle to Dobbins. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're going option play on third down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. from deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adave Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. To throw again is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Dobbins again on second down. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 31 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Wilson. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now is Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this offense needs a touchdown. Field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
A bit of a jump there.